Back now on Triad Today, we have a very special guest with us. We wish we could get him here more often. He's a busy man. Lori Bates, our director. Let's meet our very special Dr. Franklin Gilliam. He's Chancellor, of course, at UNCG, and welcome back to the program, sir.
Yeah, great seeing you again.
Good to see you. You haven't aged a bit in the last few months.
I've gotten a little grayer. It's like you see with the presidents. I started out, I was 39, and in a year I'm now 67.
That's right. Well, I do want to congratulate you on your first anniversary as Chancellor. I guess I want to ask you the typical question that I'm sure you got from all the press, which is what were your biggest challenges of the past year?
Well, of course we had a lot of external challenges, and whether it was HB2 or Connect NC, both for different reasons, but again, sort of externally imposed. Internally, of course, the challenge was the renaming of the former ACOC auditorium.
That was a controversy.
And having a discussion in a civil and thoughtful way about what we ought to do as a university. So those were some of the challenges. The opportunities were, of course, I spent a year going around listening to folks, both alums and students and faculty, and came away very impressed, maybe even more so than when I had interviewed for the job, about the quality of the place.
You recently, not too long ago, you gave a State of the Campus address. So I may have misinterpreted something, so just correct me if I'm wrong, but in the speech, I remember there was something you said about, we're going to tackle whatever challenges face us, and we'll tackle them in baby steps.
That is not what I said.
Is that not what you said?
That's
because I also heard that you said we're going to take things in giant steps. So I think the press got it wrong in one of the misprints or something. How are you going to...
What I said is you cannot tackle the challenges facing modern public higher education taking incremental steps, baby steps. You need to take giant steps. We need to think about how we get ahead of some of the issues and indeed prepare ourselves for what's coming tomorrow.
Not just react when stuff
Not
comes
be
along.
play, it's the old don't play defense, play offense kind of thing. But the fact of the matter is, my friend Jim Johnson down at Chapel Hill, the demographer, has done a series of fascinating reports showing what the future looks like for the demography of this state. And the population and the students, therefore, are going to look quite different. And the challenges are going to be different. We have to be thinking about that. We have to be thinking about what kinds of jobs are going to be out there 10, 20 years from now.
So you can get ahead of the curve, and even to the extent of making sure curriculum is going to be relevant.
What do we need to teach the young people?
Yeah.
There's things today, for example, when you and I went to school, you didn't have to be much of a global citizen. People didn't communicate with people in other countries, and very few people traveled to other countries.
Right.
And of course now,
Different.
it's a global world.
In the State of the Campus address, and just in general, let me just ask you before time gets away, what are some of the accomplishments of the past year that you're proud of?
Well, very, very proud of a few things. First, of course, very thankful to the people of North Carolina to have the foresight to pass the Connect NC bond. In our case, it replaces a building I'm sure you're familiar with, the old McKeever building, which is in disrepair, replaces it with a new nursing and STEM building, $105 million there. We're thrilled about that. We are having the grand opening of the new Kaplan Wellness Center next week, named after Leonard J. Kaplan, great citizen. His wife Toby, who unfortunately recently passed, donated $5 million. It's a fabulous, fabulous facility. The students are thrilled. They've been packed in there since the first day it opened. It's what modern universities have to, and by the way, it has teaching, it has services for the community, stuff for the staff, so we're thrilled about that.
I have a few seconds left. You and your wife both have been great educators, and you've been in it a while. Do you still get excited about education?
Well, if you don't see that I'm fired up about
you are fired. I just thought you were mad at me.
As much as I enjoy being with you and find it stimulating, I'm extremely excited about where we are as a university. We're going to make big strides. We're going to contribute to Greensboro and to the Triad.
Good deal. Will you come back soon?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Good seeing you.
There's a website on screen, www.uncg.edu. Lots of good stuff on there. Check it out, and we will be right back.